Welcome to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Owen Hayes. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. And huge thanks to Les Schwab yesterday saving me. I had a bit of a blowout on 205 yesterday on the way home. If you're a Facebook fan, you may have caught my little video that I put on there. Yeah, that was interesting to say the least. But if we have time today, I'll talk a little bit more about that later on. But yes, big thanks to Les Schwab for saving me. Today, it's Sunday, the 25th of February, and we got a great one lined up for you. A lot of us in the outdoor industry understand how important it is. I mean, absolutely paramount that we get the young people involved in the outdoors. If it's fishing, hunting, hiking, biking, snowboarding, we don't care. We got to get the kids into the outdoors to have some fun and appreciate what we actually have here in the Northwest. Because believe it or not, there's a lot of people out there that really don't, and they would love to take all these fun things away from us. Well, the kids coming up from behind, we got to have it. And we're going to talk about a really cool event. We've got Catherine Corey here from Columbia Springs. We're going to talk about an opportunity to get the kids out, have some fun, do some fishing, enjoy themselves in the outdoors. And from my research in the past, sometimes the kids don't even want to go fishing. Fine. They can hang out and just see what everybody else is doing. It's the exposure that is the most important thing, unquestioned. It's just that simple. And this is an opportunity where you can get those kids out there. If they're your kids, your friends' kids, grandkids, don't care. This is a great chance to do so, and they're going to have, well, some success. I'm not going to say it's shooting fish in a barrel, but I could. But it's an opportunity for them to have fun and see why it's so important that they get involved in the outdoors. And again, maybe just open up new horizons that they don't typically get to see these days because of all the other distractions that kids have. So this is a great chance to meet Catherine for the first time here in the studio. This event is coming up May 18th. We're going to show you exactly how you can become involved. You can be a volunteer, you can donate, you can bring the kids, whatever it is. We're going to show you some great options there. Also, after that, we're going to have the Chevy Silverado Tech Tip of the Week and an interview with Kyle Dotson from Orr Angling. He's actually out this morning on the water with clients along the coast somewhere, one of those numerous rivers that we have along the coast. They've already had a little bit of success this morning, and that's actually a photo from this morning. That's Kyle and one of his clients. They had some success. We're going to hopefully, and Alan says it's going to happen. I'm in trouble. That's my director. He says we're going to have great reception, right? So we're going to make sure that we can make that happen. But really looking forward to having the chance to check in with Kyle. You've seen him here before. We've talked steelhead with him, but typically we talk about Pacific City dory fishing with Kyle. But we're going to just find out how things have been for him real time. And of course, you can't see this kind of stuff anywhere, but with us on Outdoor GPS. So we're looking forward to that. Technology is our friend. Technology is our friend. In that tech tip for the Chevy Silverado Tech Tip of the Week, we're going to talk about rods, okay? You can't see them. I was unprepared, but here's a couple here that we're going to talk about. I had mentioned that last year was one of the most difficult years for me, and as long as I can remember, chasing salmon around. From springers to summers to fall Chinook, it was just one of those years. We all have them. At least I keep telling myself that everybody else has those years as well. Well, mine was a struggle. And I had mentioned in the past, here just a couple of weeks ago, that I'm going to make some changes to try to up the game, right? And there's a number of different ways that you can do that. And that's paying attention to the little things, right? Keeping the boat clean, no bad scents, right? Changing gear when it needs to be changed, not being lazy, which I can certainly fall into like a lot of people can. Well, that garnered a lot of questions. Well, what do you mean? How are you going to do that? So I brought in a couple of different setups, my herring rod setup and my 360 rod setup, which going into spring Chinook, those, that 360 thing might be a little bit further down the road, but the herring setup and bouncing are certainly in the forefront for me. So what am I going to do to change things up? We're going to talk about that in that tech tip, and hopefully it'll give you some ideas on what you can do before you start chasing springers this year. And there's already people out there this morning. I've been getting text messages and no photos yet, but there are folks out there that are trying to take advantage of it before this massive blowout that we're going to have. So you're going to have plenty of time between now and after things turn over here in a week or so, maybe even 2 or 3. We'll talk about that later on when we get Jeff Forgeron on and talk about our upcoming weather forecast, and we'll show you river levels and turbidity and all that stuff. But we're going to give you some ideas on what you can do between now and then so that you're fully prepared, right? And I am looking forward to it. But I can promise you I'm still stuck on steelhead mode. I've got buddies that are out this morning and they're already torturing me. So it's going to be a busy show. Make sure you check us out the entire time. But if you've been sending in photos, let's get to that, because I want to save a little bit of time here for our guests. Lots of photos coming in. We're going to show you how you can actually do that. But we've got a few of them we're going to show you this morning. And I know that we did this, I believe, yesterday, maybe the day before. Excuse me, it had to be yesterday, dummy. Walleye, right? We were talking with Don New yesterday from Hatchery and Wild Coexist, and this is one of those fish that he wants to start learning how to chase, and it's a walleye. Delicious, I'm sorry. It's arguable, possibly the best eating fish traveling. Well, we talked about this, Catherine. Sockeye is pretty close to my heart. She's a big fan of silvers. Walleye's right there, okay? They're absolutely phenomenal. Great photo too, by the way. Here's a good one. Even at the show, what do I got here? Okay, we got Scott Call from Brad's. One of the dudes that's Jordan from Addicted, and young man there with the Brad's hat on there. Heather, thanks for sending it in. Lots of photos, and we're going to get to how you can do this as well. Nice steelhead, look at that. Joel's Steely. Chuck, thanks for sending in. Great photo too, by the way, with the background. See, those are the kind of photos that are absolutely going to make it on the air. Michael White from the Quinault River. Oh. Bucket list. One of these days, I'm going to get up there. One of these days, we're going to get up there and have some fun. Nice photo, Michael. Thanks for sending it in. Here's an interesting one. Oh, that's the plug. That's the plug. It looks like they were fishing, that young lady right there with another walleye. 6.1 pounds. Dandy. She designed that plug herself? You're kidding. Okay, that's just, thank you for sending that in. Kids, there's so many different things that you can do to have fun. You can make your own base, your own plugs, everything. Spinners. And then when you have success like that, she's literally, everyone going to remember that one forever. 6.1 pounds. That's a trophy in 9 out of 10 people's book when you're talking about walleye, no doubt. All right, here's how you actually send these in. It's easy. Use the Fox 12 app. That's the simplest way to do so. Find Outdoor GPS, scroll down. It'll show you how to upload those photos and videos, and we will show you off. I want some videos, though. It's that time of year. Y'all got these things in your hand. Take some videos. We love showing those off as well, so don't be shy. All right, we're going to cut to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have my field report, which is going to be pretty simple. We're going to talk about what the forecast is for these rivers and talk about, is it actually going to happen? And we'll find out what I mean by that when we talk with Jeff Forgeron here in just a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere.